Hey people, welcome to what would be part 12 of my stream. Unfortunately, something happened to the audio when I was streaming it that I actually had to delete the video, so I wound up finishing the boss fight that I was having a problem with in the last part of 11, and now I can't go back and replay it. So when I get to it again, I'll re-upload it and give you the strategy I used, because it was so easy. I actually finished it within 2 minutes, despite me having problems at the end of part 11 of my stream. So to make up for that, in this video, I'm going to show people the entire process I use for Drachma farming, because some of the videos I've watched are either missing information or it's skipping around in the video and not showing the entire process, and people are also having a problem killing these guys. So let me give you my procedure for Drachma farming, and I want to explain a few things first. First of all, Drachma goes by the level of the enemy. So what you want to do is make sure the enemies are scaled to your level. And secondly, the higher the level of the enemy, the more Drachma they're going to have on them. And third, the highest amount of Drachma the enemy can have is 500. And I also want to be clear that this is not a glitch, it's not a bug, it's not an exploit. It's simply nothing more than an enemy respawn point where the enemy happens to have gold on them. So the first thing I want to point out that nobody bothers to explain is that you need to be a minimal of at least level 20 to go into this area, because if you don't, you're just going to get killed. And the difficulty level doesn't change how much Drachma the enemy has on them. The enemy level does. So the first things first is that it's in Sakkara Gnome, and the Sakkara Gnome's region is between level 22 and 25. So if you're level 15, don't even try to bother coming over here. The guys will have skulls above them. Secondly, you need one or both of these unlocked, and it doesn't matter which one you use, because where I am right now is roughly the area it's in. Third, there is a enemy camp right nearby, so if you happen to run out of arrows, you can go to the camp and refill up the arrows, which I'll show you. Usually it doesn't matter. You're not going to run out of arrows because you can pick them up off of the guys. But in the off chance that you need to get those arrows, I'll show you where to go. So anyway, the first thing you want to do is go to Sakkara Gnome and go to this one. Fast travel point or this one. Either way, it doesn't matter. You just need to get to roughly this point on the map. And so I want to point out that there's a little base over here if you don't have that already active and things like that. So this pyramid, it has the cobra lair by it. It's a tomb. That's a treasure hideout. I'm just giving you landmarks that you can actually identify with. There's another per-wish hideout or whatever that is. I can't pronounce these. And Samaj. Okay, so anyway, that's about it. What you're going to do is you're going to go to this tree with this rock. Now, you'll notice that when you get here, there's probably some guys on horseback that probably have Drachma. Now, see, he has 500 on them, so I'm just going to go grab those real quick. And I'm going to use my eagle to show you that this is the camp right over here that has the arrow refill in case you need it. So you don't even need to go back to town. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you where the arrow refill is. And I'm going to come over here and show you the exact procedure I used. Now, again, the difficulty level that this is on doesn't matter how much Drachma they have. That goes by the enemy level itself. So the higher the enemy level, the more Drachma they have on them. So what you're first going to do is I'm going to set this to easy, because it makes killing the enemies easy and you take less damage. So I'm going to set this to easy. I'm just going to kill these guys. Oh, missed them. Remember, this is just the respawn point for arrows. Okay. This is also a really good way to get additional XP and more loot. So let me kill this guy real quick. Okay, so when you come into this camp here, which is this right here, if you go up to the very first tower on the entrance here, there's an arrow refill, and this will always refill once you reload the game, and I'll explain what I mean by reload. So let me go down here. Oops. I'm not going to get that Drachma right now. I like to do this at night because I think the amount of guys here varies depending on who has them. So I'm going to actually, you know what? Let me go grab this guy. So by putting this on easy, it doesn't, again, as you can see, it doesn't change the amount of Drachma it has on them. It just makes them easier to kill, that's all. So those are the, for those of you that were having problems killing the guys, that's the way it works. Alright, so that's 500 Drachma. I gotta get off this mount or I'm gonna die.
Keep the HUD cover. Die! Face the threat.
So there's 1,000 Drachma right there I just got. Alright, so now what you do is after you get all that done, you go back to that tree. Which is right over this hump. And again, I like to do this at night. There's always a campfire here regardless of whether you can see it or not. You just have to locate it. It's literally like if you stand from the tree and then run this way, it's right there. So what you want to do now is, because the games aren't easy, you want to swap it over to Nightmare. This is something people don't tell you when they're doing these videos. The reason you want to swap it on Nightmare is because the fire will kill you 10 times faster, and that's what you want. If you're farming, you want to do this fast. Oh, actually, I'm going to wait, which means I got to put this down again. Gameplay. Alright, so.
Give me time to get clear.
I like to use smoke bombs because it just kills the line of sight on the enemy. The Hepsa sword is actually really good. Also, obviously, everybody knows that. But the reason it's good is because you basically on easy, you only need to hit the enemies like once, and the rest, the fire will just kill them afterward. Just killed the horse, damn. Alright, so basically I just got 1,500 Drachma. So what I'm going to do now is higher the difficulty level to Nightmare, which is again crucial to you have to kill yourself for some reason. Otherwise the enemies won't reset. Hold on a second, let me see if these guys get Drachma on them. They do. Alright, so this would be 2,000 Drachma I just got over here. So let me grab this guy real fast. Might as well if you're farming Drachma. Yes, I gotta set this on easy. I gotta put this back on easy again. This is totally absurd. This gives you an indication on, like... I should have waited till all the guys were out of the way.
The name is his. Hurry!
Alright, so I think that should do it. So I just got 2,000 Drachma. 500, 500, 500, 500. As you can see, I put it on easy and it didn't change anything. So let me go back and do this again. So let me make sure there's no other guys around here. Alright. Yeah, I only have 3 hours. I don't even care about them. They're just so easy to kill. So, again, get off, go to the campfire. Change the difficulty level up to Nightmare. And there it goes.
Oh, shit.
I just want to show you the difference by having it on hard and Nightmare. The reason why I put this. I know I explained it, but watch how little damage the fire does when you're on easy. So by putting it on Nightmare, it kills you way faster. So that's why you do that. It's also important to remember, too, that once you, after you die, you need to reset the game, you need to reset the difficulty level to easy, because of what's going to happen now. Sorry this is a little drawn out, but it's kind of good that you're actually seeing this. So again, I like to do this during the day, I mean at night, so killing myself at the campfire right now will help this out. And that's actually pretty cool because that just gives you additional XP, which I'm not going to go after right now. So I'm going to change this to easy. Now, the crucial thing is you have to meditate. Once you meditate, I know people do it on the rock, but I just do it by the tree. When you're meditating, I should be getting attacked by the guys pretty much instantly when they show up. Nope, I guess not. Okay. So, here we go. Just gonna kill this guy real fast.
Hey, what? Hey.
And that's the procedure that you use. It's as simple as that. Sometimes you'll get one guy, sometimes you'll get 5, sometimes you won't get it, you know, sometimes you'll get 2. But, just to go through this one last time and show, I'm going to put this on Nightmare. Go to the campfire. Or myself die. It's good if you can get right off of the bat the guy's dead. I have, I have full, I think I start with an adrenaline. Did I put this on easy? Alright, now it's on Nightmare. So, like I said, I mean, you're not guaranteed to get a specific amount of anything, and I think it's different for everybody. But I'm going to do this one last time so you can see. Again, I like to do this at night, but it doesn't really matter. See, as you can see, I didn't even have to go, you know, over the refill the arrows because you just pick them up off of the guys when they die. So let me, after I respawn, what I'll do is drop the game difficulty down to easy, and I'll, when I meditate, it's going to be daylight. So let me drop this to easy. And meditate. I'm probably going to get attacked now. Like, sometimes when you're sitting by the tree, you'll be getting attacked in the middle of being meditated. Alright, so now I can just run up and get these guys.
Stop! Your neb is hit.
And that's basically the farming route that I use. And that's all the excess information that people didn't or get or had a problem with or anything else. So I hope this video was helpful to you guys. And again, I want to be clear that this is not a glitch, it's not a bug, it's not an exploit. It's nothing more than a respawn point for enemies that happen to be carrying gold. Because if you're going to call this an exploit, a bug, or a glitch, or anything else, you have to call every place you farm in the game a glitch or a bug. It's not an unintended effect, it just happens to be a respawn point where enemies carry gold. It's as simple as that. Well, this is TL Gamer, and I hope this video was helpful. Take care, guys.